came out to my mother, it was a bit of an accident. I hadn't been planning on telling her that I was gay for a long time. I told her that I liked girls and guys, and the first thing that she said to me was no. That hurt. That was crushing, and I felt betrayed, angry, upset. I immediately regretted telling her, because she reacted exactly the way that I was afraid she would. It felt like I had been hit by a truck. She did apologize and now fully supports me. But for a while, I thought that she was against me. Now, my story is a lot better than many people who have come out before me. Horror stories of conversion therapy, teens being kicked out of the house, being beaten and abused for daring to be themselves, of parents simply refusing to accept them and telling them to choose to be straight. You don't just choose to be straight. Now, things may have gotten better over time, but we still have a long way to go. Just because you didn't tell your teen to pack their things and go doesn't mean you reacted well. Negative reactions from parents are often associated with strong traditional and conservative views. That being gay is a sin, it's unnatural, that it's not right. Or what will the neighbours think? Or maybe you just didn't know how to react in a world where straight is very much the norm. Now, one of the most common arguments I see nowadays against homosexuality is something along the lines of the Bible forbids it. So I'm going to start with that. Out of the total of 31,000 Bible verses, it does not explicitly state that homosexual marriage is banned. There is no mention of what we understand to be homosexuality today. There is no mention of same-sex relationships by Jesus in the New Testament, only that married couples should not divorce, which is a teaching ignored by many Christians today, which is a bit hypocritical, don't you think? Unlike many Christians today like to parrot, monitoring human sexual relations is not a particular concern of the Bible. What is, though, is the demand for justice, economic equality, and the fair and respectful treatment of everyone. Everyone, including homosexuals. Now, as for those that say homosexuality is unnatural, homosexuality has been recorded in over 1,500 species. The entire species of dwarf chimpanzees is bisexual. It's an essential part of their society. There's a gay penguin couple in Sydney Zoo named Sven and Magic. They have hatched an egg together, and now there's a child of a gay penguin couple waddling around in the Sydney Zoo. There are homosexual lions, dolphins, killer whales, everything from crabs to mammals and worms. Homosexuality is very much a part of nature. Now, if you're the kind of person who will put your own reputation above your child and is worried about what people will say when they find out that you have a gay child, shame on you. Their gender identity and sexuality is not something to be swept under the rug and hidden away. It's not something to be ashamed of. You are damaging them mentally by forcing them to hide their sexuality, hide who they are, showing them, teaching them that they must change to fit society. Teach them that, and they will never love themselves. You have a duty to love and support your child, to teach them to love themselves. It doesn't matter what your nosy neighbours will think, we've all got them. Them coming out does not change that. So what exactly happens if you react negatively to your teen coming out as gay? Mum, Dad, I'm gay. In short, the high rates of parental rejection in teens leads to greatly increased mental health and drug problems as adults. I recently conducted a study into why this is with my team at the San Francisco State University. I wanted to know the reason behind these increased problems. The reason I found was not, as we thought, societal rejection, or that does play a fair role in the mental health of an LGBT individual. It was parental rejection. Your rejection. We took 224 LGBT young adults and found that if they experienced parental rejection, they were 8.4 times more likely to commit suicide, 5.9 times more likely to be diagnosed with depression, and 3.4 times more likely to use illegal drugs than those who had supportive, loving families. 8.4 times more likely to commit suicide. Your rejection makes them over 8 more times more likely to commit suicide as an adult. Think about that for a minute. That's insanely high. Your rejection places them at such risk of mental health issues and hurts them so badly that they are willing to kill themselves. How many of you are here today because you're a parent of an LGBT teen? That's quite a lot of you. Now, being a teenager is hard. One of the hardest stages of your life, because it's a time of immense change. Whoa, I know, shocking, isn't it? Teenagers have valid feelings. I need you to understand that. When you're a teenager, you're growing up, you're figuring out who you are, what your beliefs and values are, questioning everything, including your gender identity and sexuality. Add some hormones and social pressures on top of that, and it's a lot to handle. Not to mention dealing with school as well, which makes your support even more vital. Families play such a critical role in child and adolescent development and are part of their main support systems that it's not really surprising that negative and traumatic reactions from parents has such a huge impact on their lives and your relationship with them. If you react negatively, your relationship with them is also affected. I see too many parents of my clients who don't believe me when I tell them how their reaction to their teen coming out is part of the reason they have mental health issues, the reason they don't tell them anything. When you react to them negatively, suddenly they don't feel safe talking to you and telling them private and vulnerable things like their sexuality and anything else really that's going on in their life. It's simple, really. If you reject them, they will retreat back into your shell and reject you back. But why is it shocking when they come out? Why does your tongue get tied? Why do you tell them that they're not? Why do you not believe them? Why do you make all those soul-destroying comments, such as, "Are you sure? But you've dated dudes, chicks before." To hear that you don't believe them, that really is crushing. It doesn't have to stay that way, though. When you react negatively, you can educate yourself, show them that you care, show them that you have changed your views, even if you don't fully understand why it hurts to them, even if it's small. Apologize for your reaction. Tell them that you love them. Tell them that you're proud of them. You will not believe how much that means to us, be told that you're proud of us. Give them a hug, or maybe surprise them with a pride flag. Do what my mum did and surprise them with something that's suitably rainbow. Just show them that you accept them and love them the way they are. Then that will drastically improve their mental health both now as an adult. Now, as I conclude this talk, I would like to ask of you, love your children. Love them. If they are male or female or gay or bi or trans or non-binary, love them no matter which path they end up taking in life. Be there for them. Support them. Because out of everyone on this planet, you have the power to drastically change their lives. To build them up or to bring them crashing down to the ground. They rely on you. Do not